had a guitar, and I got my first guitar in like middle school, and I wanted to join like a rock band to play songs like I was like, man, rock music's so cool. And every guitar player almost starts with wanting to play rock music. But there was a only jazz band available with Barnwell, so I joined that. And then I just gradually got better, and I made Metro District 8, which is like a audition thing. And then I got involved with a Jazz U, which is an audition program in St. Louis. Growing up, I was always in like choir in school and like at church and stuff, and I would do pretty well with like recorders. I had my rainbow belt in recorder karate, no big deal. But that's what really started my adventure with music, was recorder. No, it's not. I just would involve myself in as many musical things as possible, and really go head first into any opportunity that required music. And of course, at a young age, you're still discovering like what you want to do and what you want to be passionate about. So like I play sports too and stuff like that. Music was always something a little more special, because I really just played sports for like fun and for exercise. Well, I gig around town. So I gig at the Rack House on Mid Rivers, like if you pass Cans or whatever, Rack House Winery, and I started there gigging, and from there I've just gigged. I've gigged at the Dark Room in St. Louis. I've done different things. I've even gigged at like Deerberg's or Shop and Save. But I've also opened up for Grammy Award-winning saxophone player Eric Marienthal through our adoption agency kind of dinner event that happened last year. Just done a lot of stuff, and just looking forward to see what my future holds. I'm going to college for music, so of course I'm gonna need some encouragement from my family. One, they got me a guitar in the first place when I like first started, so without them I wouldn't even have like a guitar necessarily. And financially, of course, they support me. Of course, at the beginning they were like, you might want to have a backup plan for music, but now they're just, I'm gonna go full forward into it. A huge challenge of mine was really like figuring out who I was as a person and just developing my identity, especially growing up, and of course in a vastly Caucasian society, especially like in elementary school, I didn't care about what I looked like. I wore Crocs every day. Like I would just, have a good time and just be friends with who I wanted to be. And then as I got older, like middle school I didn't know who I was as much because I was trying to hang out with like the popular kids, making decisions that like I wouldn't have normally made, and I was kind of changing who I was. All that like hard work of trying to just be friends with like the popular kids paid off in a sense, because at the same time I was trying to like share my faith and stuff, and having that gateway into kids who were seen in the open, just like not necessarily middle school, but like doing drugs and all this stuff. And right now, like when I'm leading pep assemblies and stuff and doing all this stuff that's putting me out there in the open, to where I was put in those spaces in the first place, or in those positions, because I am out there and I have a good way of communicating with other people and just having that presence, and being able to talk easily with others and just having that kind-hearted persona that others can see is important, and that's gonna stay with me for the rest of my life, and that's hopefully how people will see me when my life is over. Like known big name artists, like everyone knows, what really inspires me is just the artists that I'm in contact with now that are my age, that are trying to do the same thing as me. That's what really inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing. And when I'm working with people who are young and who are driven and want to do something with their lives, it just makes me want to do that much more and take it to the next step. And of course there's competition, but there's always that warm friendship of just like guitarists, you know, we just like are friends with each other. Like all the guys who get callbacks for state, I know who they are, and we're all just like, hey, what's up? You know, like what's good? And you know, best of luck. You know, we're trying to help each other out. The end goal would be like Pharrell, but like a really good guitar player. That's the goal. To work with a bunch of artists that I've listened to like all of high school would be great. Even with, like, if Bruno Mars needed a guitar player, be like, hey, there's this really good Asian kid. Be like, oh yeah, that's me, you know. If I don't reach that level, it's not a big deal because you can still do a lot and make an impact without playing for like big names like that. I'm a spiritual person, and I just have to have faith, especially with my circumstance with being adopted and things like that, with things happening for a reason. And so I believe that I was put on this earth to use the gifts that I was given by a higher power to just like impact the world. And I think that just by staying with this and trying to bring like joy to other people and making them smile, because of course people will go into music thinking like, I want to be a superstar and make millions of dollars, and it's all about themselves. But for me, I really want to work with other people and help other people and just use my creative mind combined with a bunch of other creative minds to create even more like higher level things that humans can